So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everyone, this is Ho Ho Hong Kong with me, Vivek Mahbubani, and the co-host you've been hearing all these weeks, who is?
Yes, Mohammed Magdi taking the back seat.
Yes, I am back.
You are back.
Yeah, I had my foot in my mouth all these times. I couldn't talk because of that.
You couldn't put your foot on your mouth, literally, even if you tried very hard.
Exactly. I couldn't do it back then. I couldn't do it now.
Yeah.
But oddly enough, I've been given the green light. Well, actually, I've been always had the green light to talk, but I couldn't sit in one place and have my foot in one place for too long before it like caused me trouble.
I got messages, condolences, and everything.
Yeah, man. I can't believe it's the RIP to your co-host and everything. Yeah. I know. So for anybody who actually doesn't know, first of all, wow, no concern. You guys
no
don't care
concern
at all.
whatsoever. They're like, all right, we're just gonna listen.
Yeah, we replaced the other host. Okay, fine. We'll keep listening.
We had like a couple of brown people instead.
Yeah.
We had the Kevin J.
Yeah.
One time, and I think I had someone else Indian, maybe Ishan or somebody. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I always had like a
some
brown
sort of
sidekick.
shaded.
We need.
Yeah, literally a shady partner. He definitely with that.
Yeah, so it didn't feel that weird, except that no one went on tangents like you. So we missed that.
Yeah, everyone was like on par. You're like, we're gonna go aim to go there, and you ended over there.
I know. Yes, it was very weird. Actually, the dynamic. After a couple of times, I'm like, why is this going?
Yeah,
exactly.
Smoothly, yeah. Like you actually conclude, and you're like, well, that concludes today's session.
Exactly.
like, wow, that's an obvious conclusion. Yeah, there's no twist. There's no M. Night Shyamalan thing going on here. Okay.
Yeah, there is no layers. It was very straightforward.
There's no, hey, what if you did this?
Yeah,
that kind of stupid thing.
And then go into a 20-minute
rant about how busy on sucks. You know.
But I'm sure a lot of people missed that. So.
Yeah.
Let's go back to what the hell happened to you.
All right, let's do this. History lesson time, everybody. So here we go. I forget.
I'm so excited because we saved most of the details for the podcast.
Yeah.
So I genuinely don't know.
You don't know the whole
full story. No.
All right. So first of all, for anyone here, obviously, without having to ask, this will eventually become to a bit.
Yes,
obviously,
of course. Yeah.
But you're hearing it here. This is the raw version, and I purposely actually not sat down and worked at it for a few reasons.
Yeah.
Number one, I couldn't sit down and work at it. Okay.
Yes.
So I had to keep my legs raised up and everything. But the other one was I was like, you know what I want to do is I want to talk about it as just like a normal
podcast first.
Yeah, podcast.
Listen back to it.
Yeah.
See like where that. Yeah.
Exactly that, and then kind of put it all together as like bit. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about what happened. The best thing is I know a lot of the details because it's so traumatic.
Right.
Where I'm like, buddy, I know everything that happened.
Yes. Well, I don't know. You obviously have edited like the episodes when I send you the recording.
So I've heard a few of the openings because I listened to the opening where you're mocking it. He's still out of action.
And every time I would like change a slight different detail as well. About what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
But like the short version that I know is that your life was too good.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I was busy and you had to take a break.
You had to take a break. You're moving expensive things. You have a cool girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're
like,
helping.
I have a dream. Help me chase it. I'm like, oh, okay, what do I have to do? Oh, it's something risky. I'm like, God damn it.
So okay, tell us actually.
All right, here we go, everyone. So what happens is a little background story. My girlfriend, she runs a pop-up coffee store every weekend at Binge House, which is on Aberdeen Street across PMQ. All right?
So I've been there. It's very cool. She's a professional barista, but also very nice. And the spot is cool.
Yeah.
And she's very friendly and chatty. So,
yeah, exactly. It's called Miss Magic Brew. You can go follow Instagram, whatever. Blah, blah. All right, okay. So now I want you to already be picturing the slopiness of PMQ.
Yes.
All right, we got that. All right, Aberdeen Street. All right, now it's 10th of August, 2025, morning time.
Yeah.
And she does the pop-up every weekend, which means we have a huge 37-kilogram coffee machine that we lug every weekend to that coffee shop.
Right.
And by we, I mean me. Okay, let's be clear about this.
I mean, she's also quite small, like in size.
Hey, that's not my problem.
I know. What I'm saying is that I don't think she is 37 kilograms.
No, she's probably not even that.
She cannot carry that. That's
exactly.
absolutely.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
so every Friday, basically, I have to help her like take it off our little shelf that we have, a coffee table shelf, and put it onto like one of these boards and take it onto a van, take it over there.
Right.
And then we set it all up and everything. However, the venue is 2 floors. And for them to store the coffee machine, they have to put it on the second floor.
Okay.
So she does it on the first floor.
Okay.
Right? Now, the problem is that taking it upwards, oddly enough, anti-gravity, not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have lifted up that 37 kilo machine up the flight of
I mean,
stairs.
37 is genuinely very heavy.
It's heavy, and the problem is, it's you know,
It's
like, if
also
you,
awkward shape.
yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like 37 kilos on a dumbbell at the
Yeah.
gym, you're like, I do that.
Right,
You know, that's
right.
how much
Yeah,
I
even,
deadlift.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, buddy, this is something in front of you. It's an odd shape. You're not exactly holding it properly, and that makes it even worse.
Sure.
All right. So, long story short, Saturday.
No, we want the long story long.
Oh, sorry, no,
'Cause
no,
I
I'm
wanna,
saying- no, I'm giving you the, trying to jump to the point. I'm giving you the
Okay.
background information that
Okay.
just keeps up.
I
okay.
just want to enjoy your suffering for as
Oh,
long as
absolutely,
yes.
man. Trust me,
Yeah.
it'll get good. It'll get good. All right. So Saturday night,
Yeah.
I go there. Because Gloria, she's doing her coffee stuff and everything.
Right.
We finish off, and I help her lift it to the second floor to put on the little shelf
To
over
store,
there.
basically,
To store,
for
yeah.
the night. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Because also the venue is also a bar, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they
at
need to
night
like
time they come
remove.
bar.
Yes, okay.
Correct. All right. Now there's a guy called Win over there, very nice guy, and the last few times he has been able to help us bring down the machine. I think twice already so far.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, I can do it. I'm like, dude, this is really heavy. Like
Yeah.
the whole time I was like, this is not a good idea.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I can handle it. And
So because I've seen that staircase, it's also really narrow.
it's narrow. It's
so
dimly
yeah,
lit.
two people. It's like helping is really
It's
weird.
not even two people. It's one person.
Oh, he was doing it
He was
himself.
himself, and I was
Okay,
like,
yeah.
dude, and I was like, man, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I've
Yeah.
lifted a lot of heavy stuff down. I was like, okay, maybe you're familiar with it.
Sure,
Everything. All right,
sure.
cool.
Okay.
So that night, I was like, hey, I'll take it up. Don't worry. Thanks so much and everything. I take it up the flight of stairs. It's basically it's a V-shaped stairs. So in other words, you go one side of the V and the other side of the V to get second floor. Right.
Yeah.
I go up there and I remember putting it down and thinking like, man, that was tough. I was like, god damn, taking it down is not going to be easy, man.
Right.
I was
So
like-
you have not taken it down those
No.
stairs at that point.
Yeah,
yet.
I've taken it up a couple times.
Yes,
I've
yes.
never done down.
Yeah.
And I was like, and Win was like, I'm sorry, I can't make it tomorrow. You know, you'll have to do it. I'm like, it's cool. And
Okay.
I was like, the guy's done it. I think he's done it twice. And I'm like, all right, he seems pretty calm. He's not like, hey man, be careful, right?
Right,
I'm
right.
like, all right, maybe I'm overthinking this, you know. All right, so it's Sunday morning. I'm at home. Gloria goes and sets up everything. I come join a little bit later, and I'm helping her set up, sticked up on the wall. Everything's good. And then I'm like, all right, it's time for to get the coffee machine down. All right, here I'm at the top, and I remember precisely. I look at the machine, and like you do the initial lift up, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this is heavy, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
And
then I'm
she
like-
is downstairs.
He downstairs.
Yeah.
And then she comes up to kind of like make sure I'm okay.
Sure.
Then I'm gonna lift it over there, just be near me in case anything happens. You can help
Right.
out, right?
Yeah.
So she's going down basically the stairs one step at a time, and I'm following her with the machine.
Oof, that's dangerous.
It's dangerous as well.
Yeah.
But I was like, at least be there in case I kind of like need a little help. Hey,
Just
push
like push back or
push
something.
it towards me a little
Yes,
bit. That, right?
exactly.
Okay. So I'm going down the stairs, and there's like I
Oh
believe
man,
maybe
that,
like
sounds scary as
it's
hell.
scary, right? Yeah. And and the whole time I told her, I was like, this is not a long-term solution. This is a temporary fix.
Right,
until
right.
we figure
You
something
have
out.
to do something. Yeah.
I was like, this is not something you do regularly. This
Yeah.
is a risk not worth taking. This is asking for trouble. All this stuff. I've done this stuff.
You
I
have
was like,
said all of
I
these
said
things.
all that
yeah.
stuff. I'm like, it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
And initially, when we got the machine, we did not know we had to store it on the second floor. We thought we'd keep it on the first floor. It's all
Yes.
good. I was
Well,
like,
we can also go a small tangent of like that machine is a boiler machine.
it's a boiler
which
machine.
makes it really heavy.
Heavy,
If you
man.
go back for the OG listeners, if you go back to the decent episodes and having John on and all of that, and we even went into details of what's the difference between a boiler machine and like now decent, for example,
Yeah.
and how they work and everything. Boiler machine just like really, it literally like the pressure comes from steaming water.
Yeah.
So the boiler itself
Is in
literally
it.
the boiler is in it, and it's so heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So even if
huge.
it doesn't have water,
Exactly,
it's still
yeah.
you need a
Itself
lot of
is heavy, yeah.
space.
Yeah.
The aluminum or whatever
Yeah.
material. Yeah.
All right, so here we go. So I'm going down the stairs, and I'm like, kind of going. Like you don't go forward, you're going sideways. You
Yes.
know, one step on the side.
Yeah.
I'm going down, and I'm like, oh, this is tough. But once you've taken that first step, you're like, there's no going back.
Oh,
now.
yeah, of course. You're,
gotta do it,
you're going down the
You're
slope.
going down.
Yeah.
I have to complete this thing, right?
Sure.
And I'm going down, and I get to like the last step. The last step has a little awkward shape where it's like triangular shape. And I was like, oh, it's a bit wider. So I can take a little wider step to get
Oh,
my
I
footing
see.
over there.
Yeah.
And that's where I made the mistake.
But can you see where you're stepping?
I could only see to my right. I can't see to my left.
Okay.
So the first foot I can kind of see. It's the following foot I can't follow.
Right.
I can't see that. Right.
Yeah.
But it's kind of that width, right? And I see the last step. It's like a little it's triangle shape, and I was a little bit wider. I think I could take a little bigger step for that one.
Yeah.
And the machine was just awkward. Everything was difficult. I go take that last step. Luckily,
Yeah.
by that time, because we were on the last step, Gloria had already turned.
Oh,
Right?
thank God.
Thank
It
God,
could have
dude.
been much worse.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you, okay?
Yeah.
So I go down there, and then that's the moment when my foot takes the step, and my brain's like, all right, we should be landed fine.
Yeah.
It's time to take the other foot. Unfortunately, I was at the edge of it, missed the slid off a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Then the right foot. Think of it this way. You know, like for example, when you want to backslap someone with your hand, that's what happened to my foot.
Right.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
right foot goes backslap kind of
Yeah.
angle. And the best thing is I'm still holding the machine that time.
Right.
So that means all the machine weight, 37 kilos on top of my weight,
Yeah.
on one foot.
Yeah.
Backhanded.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I could precisely hear a
Yeah.
right? And I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
right? And I fall down,
Yeah.
and then the
Was that
machine-
like the immediate like piercing pain, or was it just
that was
like,
just like a crack. You could hear like a crack,
Yeah, a
right?
crack.
Some crack. You know,
So your brain probably hasn't registered yet, like the pain.
no,
or
the
whatever.
pain's
Just
not-
the
yeah,
crack.
Yeah, just a crack, right? So
Yeah.
I'm there, and then the machine, so slow motion, right?
Yeah.
The foot crack like that.
Yeah.
Machine goes forward,
Yeah.
hits the wall, and lands on the floor.
Right.
All right.
So machine is gone.
Machine's
Just
gone,
far
right?
away.
Yeah, it's not far.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like maybe 1 arm's length away, but
Right, right.
it's clear,
Yeah.
right? It's over there, and my other foot lands, and the outer ankle of my other foot hits like maybe the ground or something. I have no idea what it hits, right?
So actually, I was curious about the other foot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How the fuck did
So
you break?
it must have hit,
because
like-
I spoke to people about it, and they're like, a lot of people are like, yeah, we broke one foot before.
Yeah, but how you do
like
two, right?
How do you do two?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So probably what happened is like
Yeah.
when I land and I no more strength on my right side.
Yeah.
I fall towards the left.
Yeah.
And probably I have no idea because I don't remember what it
Too
was.
quick, yeah.
But like the outer ankle of my left foot might have hit the machine or
Right.
like a metal rod or something, and just like it's basically your ankle going like bang with
Yeah.
the metal rod.
So
right?
one is the actual twisting, the other one is impact.
Yes.
Right, I
yeah,
see.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. So now I'm on the ground.
You're on the ground.
I'm on the ground with my back to the ground
Yeah.
and everything, and I'm like, right?
Yeah.
Gloria's kind of like she's doing the typical like, oh, why did this happen?
Right,
kind of
right,
thing. I'm
right.
like, wait, I'm not gonna explain why this happened, right? Gravity, right? Yeah. But then I was like, just give me some ice and everything.
Right.
So I was trying to ice.
So how is your pain level at that point?
it was tough, man.
Yeah.
But I think like this.
So you're
one-
just on the ground. You're like, just give me. You're going
Yeah.
to solutions.
I'm just like, I'm
Yeah.
just like breathing. I'm like, just give me that.
Yeah.
Just please, let's just get this done, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So my right foot's getting all swollen. I can see that big lump of, swelling. I'm trying to press it down and stuff. Left foot, the ankle's getting
Did
swollen.
you sit up and trying to?
No,
like,
I was lying down on my back,
oh,
right?
So she's helping with your.
So she went to get ice and everything,
Right.
and I tried to put the ice. Ice is too cold, this and that. I'm like, "Ah, you know what? Now remember, it's V-shaped stairs. So we've done the first arm of the V.
Yes.
You got to do the other arm, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Ah, you know what? And it was painful, but this is the one thing I think maybe I have been injured many times in my life.
Right.
That in these moments, that pain, I can bear it pretty well.
Right.
Maybe I've gone through whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, yeah.
Or maybe I am into that kind of stuff. I have no idea. I mean,
I think it's a mix of both, and you used to do like martial arts and stuff like.
I haven't done that, but I think like
yeah.
just in general, like having gone through maybe weight training or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So now this is the just step by step giving them details. I'm not trying to be funny at the moment
Right,
yet, kind of
yeah.
story, right? So I'm over there, and then she goes down to get some other ice and everything, and that's when I'm like, oh, let me just get down to the ground,
Yeah.
and see if I can put weight on these feet.
Yes.
So just like a baby that likes to rub their ass, like
Yeah.
a dog that likes to rub their
Yeah,
ass.
yeah.
I go down one by one, tick, 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 and down
Yeah.
the stairs. I'm like, okay, I'm using my arms to kind of
And you're
hold my
using
weight.
your left foot, I suppose.
I'm kind of using my feet just to pull myself,
Oh, I
kind
see.
of like doing a leg curl, and you go one step down, one step down. My arms are the ones holding the weight and everything.
Yeah.
I go down, and then I was like, oh man, this is tiring.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, I hadn't really had water, this and that. I'm like, just give me a sip of water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I take a sip of water. I look at my right foot. I'm like, oh, you idiot! Why would you put your foot down?
Yeah.
'Cause now it's all swollen even
Oh,
more.
shit. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
like, oh shit.
Yeah, all the blood like
It's all
went.
rushing
yeah,
down,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So then I get to the.
Luckily, there is no actual blood. Like,
No,
there is
no.
nothing was cut. Yeah.
Nothing was cut. I was like,
Yeah.
that's mind blowing. I was like,
Yeah.
this is great, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, moisturizer. Fuck you guys, man. It was
Right.
fantastic stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I finally go to the first floor. I'm on the ground, and I get like these little stools to raise my feet up on them. And I'm still in the face going like, maybe it's just a sprain. It'll be
Right,
fine. Everything.
yeah.
Gloria said, no, we should get it checked and everything. I'm like, you know what? No, I think,
So this is the classic man.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it will go away.
yeah,
Like,
I'm sure if I just put some ice on, it'll
Yeah.
be fine. But
Maybe I'll do run a couple of laps.
yeah, whatever, you
Walk
know.
it off home.
Yeah, walk it home, buddy. It's all good, But
Yeah.
she made a good point. She was like, all right, so how the hell are you going to go home?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're right. I can't put any weight on either foot.
No.
I can put weight on her. but
Right.
I'm going to taxi
And you
walk
still have
home.
some stairs even at home, like just
Yeah,
going
yeah,
up
into the building. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
right? So I was like, fuck it. So I was like, you know what? You're right. You make good point. Let's get an ambulance, right?
Yeah.
No point now. Let's get an x-ray. Just check it out.
Right.
All right. So we're lying over there, and that's when I start like shivering and stuff.
Right.
I think maybe that's when all the pain started coming
Right,
in. When my
right,
body's
right.
like, oh shit,
yeah, yeah, Your body right caught up after like sometimes, you're
Yeah,
in
yeah.
shock, right? So it's like the
Exactly, yeah.
adrenaline and everything,
All that
and then the
stuff
adrenaline subsides.
Yes, and that's
And
when
then-
the body's like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
you know?
okay.
So that happened, and I remember shaking, and finally the ambulance people came.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, all right. So that's basically the painful ouch kind of version
Right.
of what happened. Right.
Yeah.
I'll do this. I'll do the actual play-by-play.
Yeah.
Then I'll give you the funny fucking interpretation that I
Yes.
thought of after all these weeks of becoming better.
Okay.
All right. So this is it. Like, so here I am. I'm at the top of the staircase thinking I could lift this machine and
Yeah.
stuff. Now, I'll be honest with you. There was a moment of me going like, man, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like in a lot of scenarios, people have ending up in that situation.
Yeah.
So there is always something, the reflection of like, yeah, I knew
Yeah,
that
I
was
knew
a bad
this. Yeah,
idea,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like my whatever it is,
Yeah.
ego sometimes just
That
like you're
or-
overestimating your strength, whatever it is.
This is, you know, like how all the time when I'm on the podcast, I'm like, guys, you know, all these motivation tapes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Fucking, you fight through the pain.
Yes,
You
yeah.
know, you don't give up. You end,
Yeah.
you know, rest at the end, not in the middle. Da da da.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm over there. I'm like, dude, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
This is heavy. And I was like, but no, Kobe Bryant once said, you don't rest at the middle. You rest at the end.
Right.
Right?
You're
And
just
I'm-
at the end when you're on your back.
yeah. I was resting, man. It was pretty comfortable,
Yeah,
right? And so I was all these like David Goggins and shit. Be
Right.
comfortable, be uncomfortable. I'm
Yes.
like, you know, fuck it, you're right.
Yeah.
And I psyched myself up. I'm like, let's do this shit,
Yeah.
right? And I go down the stairs, and the first step I took, and I was like, oh shit, this is very easily said. You know, how about I rest in the beginning,
Yeah.
not even at the middle or the end. You know,
Yeah.
how about that? So I take the step, like, it's now or never, right? And I'm going down, and I'm doing one step. And then I remember the last step, and I was like, oh, good. I'm there.
Yeah.
And your ego kind of goes, I did it, man.
Yeah.
And I get like the rocket,
Ah, yes.
and I'm like, oh, shit, I did
Yeah.
it. I'm halfway
Yeah.
there, right? And that's when I missed that step.
Of course.
All right.
Yeah.
So then you could imagine like the slow motion of the machine flying out of my hand,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that far away, so it
Yeah.
hits the wall and lands, right? Ironically, after we came home and did checks and everything, the machine, just like me, all feet broken, machine still functional.
Yes. Just like you.
Exactly,
Yeah,
just like me.
The
Can't-
brains is still working.
Exactly. It can do everything 100%. She tested everything. She said
Yeah.
everything functions perfect. It just
Yeah.
can't stand up properly. I'm like, hey, you know, like
You and the machine high five.
exactly, like father like coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at the machine. I'm like, hey, yeah,
Yeah.
teamwork. You know, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Oh my God.
So okay, I'm
Yeah.
lying over there. I'm like going like, oh, this sucks, right? And this is the thing, because like you normally try to press the swelling of your foot.
Yeah.
To press it down, right?
Yeah.
Now this is the problem is that I have both feet fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lying on my back, both hands on the feet, and basically I was doing like a happy baby pose.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So for anyone outside who walks past the coffee shop, sees this guy on a staircase trying to do a happy baby
Oh,
pose.
so funny.
Right? And then like, I guess it's a coffee shop downstairs, a yoga
Maybe
studio up
yeah,
there.
exactly.
I don't get it,
Maybe
like-
he missed a class
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, I don't care, man. You can't stop the man, right?
Or like just like someone went for the stereotype. I was like Indian. Of course he's doing
Of course,
yoga
he's
in the
doing
middle
it.
of the day.
Of course, right? You know, yeah. Look at this guy trying to get buffed
Right.
ankles. You know,
Yeah.
with all the swelling. This is more like muscle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, oh damn,
Damn,
goddamn.
this guy, man. You know, he's skinny arms, but those legs, man. Shit,
Yeah.
you know. All right. So now I'm lying. I pull myself down onto the first floor area.
Yeah.
I'm lying over there. We got to call the ambulance, right?
Right.
So we call the ambulance and like a 999 and stuff like that. Gloria tells them what's going on. And then like they're telling her, oh, tell him not to move, tell him not to eat
Yeah.
her. And she's like, oh, babe, I don't move. I'm like, just give me the phone.
Yeah.
So now I'm on the floor, on my back,
Yeah.
legs raised up, on the phone. So again, someone outside is going like, the fuck is this guy doing? You know what I mean? Like, what
Yeah.
the hell is this shop, man? Like, is this guy a drunk? You know,
yeah,
that he's
because
just-
the shop is still open.
and it was Sunday morning.
Yes.
So like, this guy must have been drunk last night.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So now,
true.
and they're telling me stuff like, sir, don't eat and don't drink. You know, try not to move.
You're like, oh no, I'm not gonna cancel my brunch. You
Yeah,
guys should
exactly. You
come.
know, my
yeah.
food's on its way. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
So I'm like, yeah, got it. All good. Okay, then we get, and then finally the ambulance people come, right?
So they
Now-
come with like the siren and everything. They
You-
make a whole show.
So yeah, they probably did the siren when they got there,
Yeah.
and they got there. They parked the thing outside. These guys come in. He's like, "Oh, well, where's the
Stretcher.
injury? Stretcher."
Yeah.
They looked at me like, "Okay, we need a stretcher for sure." Right?
Yeah.
And then so they give me ice packs, wrap my feet and everything.
Yeah.
They're standard. They already know what's going
Sure,
on. They're
sure.
like, they are all.
They know it's just like
They're like,
broken
it's spring,
ankles.
it's
Yeah,
spring, or
standard,
whatever. Right?
yeah.
Like, okay, standard shit. Right?
Yeah.
They get me on a stretcher. Now you must understand is that for them to lift me up, they have to put me under some cloth and everything and lift
Mm. Yeah.
me up like
Yeah.
a baby, right?
Yes.
However, here I am like dying, and like they don't have any more equipment, so my foot is like flinging all over the place.
Oh shit.
Right? And
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, get me on the stretcher. Stretcher goes out. Get me into the ambulance, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is a true test of whether those guys think you are an emergency or not.
Right.
So we get in over there. They look at me. They're like, "What happened?" I'm like, I fell over here. I twisted my feet and everything like that. They're like, "Okay. How much is the pain?" Now, to be very honest with you, I've always
They
hated.
love that question.
Yeah, they love
It's
that,
like,
right?
Yeah, 1 to 10 or whatever.
Exactly, yeah. And like the thing is this is that I've had a lot of relatives who've always abused the system. Like they
Right.
could have a cold, like, oh, it's a 10. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, don't do that,
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
that bad. And at that moment I was still trying to go like, you know what, it's not like I'm not dying here.
Right.
I don't see any bones protruding. I
Right.
don't have a cut. So I'm like, you know what, probably it might really
And
just
I'm
be a
also
sprain.
talking to you. I'm not screaming.
Yeah, I was kind of shaking still, but I was
Yeah.
like, the fact that I can talk, I'm like, it can't be that bad. So I was like, I guess like a 6 out of 10,
Ooh.
And they were like, okay. They looked at my foot, they're like, okay, seems like a typical sprain.
Right.
I'm like, all right, fine, and then we start going towards the hospital, and they don't turn on the siren.
Right.
I'm like, shit.
Yeah, it's not that urgent.
It's not that
yeah.
urgent, right?
Yeah,
So,
you give the wrong answer.
Yeah, and so
Like, hey man, stop for lunch. It's okay.
yeah, exactly. So we're driving and everything, and the cool thing is, while I'm lying over there, I can see the little window, so I can see where we're going.
Right.
So I'm like, we're going to Queen Mary Hospital. Obviously, that's expected
Yeah.
anyway. But I'm lying there, I'm shaking and stuff like that, right? And I'm trying to calm down, and I'm like, I'm shaking, like I don't know, maybe I'm in shock and stuff like that. The guy's like, no, just breathe normally, you'll be fine. And
Right.
I'm like, I'm trying to, I'm really trying to, and everything.
Yeah.
All right.
He's so used to it. Like he's seen
like-
all kinds of stuff.
And the
yeah.
thing is that people really do exaggerate their shit. They're
Right.
like, oh my god, I feel like I'm dizzy. It's like,
Right.
are you really dizzy, sir? Or you just feel like you're dizzy?
Right, right.
But I was like, dude, I'm really not bullshitting.
You can't control it.
I can't
Yeah,
control it.
yeah.
I was just like shaking and stuff, right? I'm like, it's okay, I'm fine. I'll just breathe properly, whatever, right? Okay, we go there, and the funniest thing is I could recognize all the trees and all the buildings. I'm like, we're in Pak Phulam.
Right.
We're over here. I get it. I know this is Hong Kong. I
So
get
it's
it, right?
good that your brain is trying to keep you occupied.
That is
from,
what
like, the
exactly.
pain.
That's what I was trying
Yeah.
to do. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're over there. They're driving, stopping at red lights. I'm like, God damn it, dude. Like, come on. I
you
mean,
couldn't actually request. I'm like, yo, can you turn on the
yeah.
siren?
I'm like, come on, guys. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest, you have the power. Let's
Yeah,
just
you
do this
totally have
shit.
the power.
It's a Sunday. You're not
Yeah.
really stopping anyone. Let's just go.
Right.
All right. So we go over there. We get to the emergency department. Now this is the cool thing. I had the stretcher, right? So they have to swap me to like the hospital bed.
Right, yeah.
So
Just
they-
like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
I
I'm
used
like,
to watch, what is it, ER.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Every episode has like the one.
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
one
And they always
thing.
have, what's going on? What happened
Yeah,
over here?
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And they're like, I just fell down both ankles. Da, da,
Yeah.
da. And the nurse like, okay, whatever. Right? They pushed me into like a little area.
Yeah.
Right. So that's when I was like, and I was honestly feeling a bit better. Like just knowing that I'm calm now. I wasn't shaking anymore. I'm like, you know what? And I really was like, if it was
Sprained,
really,
yeah.
I was like, if it's really a fracture and shit, I'm sure I'd be in immense pain right now.
Right.
Right? And I was like, okay, whatever, it's cool. I forget that probably some sort of childhood trauma makes this seem like nothing to me.
Yes.
However, I'm like, okay. And the cool thing was I had that bed the whole time, so I could kind of lie down and stuff.
Right, yeah. So at least you're comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not in that waiting room sitting on a chair dying,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
However, this is a problem. I'm like, how do I pee?
Oh no.
Right? I can't
Yeah,
pee, right?
yeah.
And I'm like, it's cool. I can wait,
Yeah.
if I really need to go, then I'll say something. Hopefully see the doctor before that. Obviously, ER, everyone's like, what's going on? They're like, oh, it's a sprain. Well, he's not urgent.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, fine, fuck.
It's all based on your one bad answer in the
Yeah,
ambulance.
exactly that. And also they look at me like, whatever.
Well, you also gotta remember why your relatives exaggerate.
Yeah.
It's because of that shit.
Yeah, they know
Yeah.
what to expect.
Yeah.
I'm like, this inexperienced idiot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
With his honesty is best policy
Yeah,
bullshit,
yeah.
So I remember lying there and I was just being calm. I was like, there's no point in me freaking out and stuff like that. I looked calm. And the fact that I looked calm, they're like, it can't be that bad anyway.
Yeah.
I fine, whatever. Right? So finally, I think around an
So
hour.
Gloria is not with you.
She's with me. She's with me.
she's with you.
Yeah, 'cause I had to have
So you
someone
shut
there.
down the whole thing.
Basically,
the
yeah.
shop.
She just
Yeah.
closed up. She's like, whatever,
Yeah, okay.
And then so she did make a quick post, sorry, not open today, blah, 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 whatever.
Right.
So then I'm lying there, we're waiting, and the same time, my mom is actually taking my dad for his fucking hospital appointment and stuff.
Right.
And I was
Not
like,
the same hospital.
No, different
Yeah.
hospital, right? And I was like, you know what? Don't tell her anything. Let's figure out what's going
I
on.
see,
It
I
might be a
see.
sprained ankle. Why
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
out,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
there's nothing she can do. She can't come
Of
here
course,
anyway,
yeah.
right?
She's with your dad who
Yeah,
is useless.
it's bullshit. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
all that's happening. All right. Okay. I'm lying there. It's an hour and a half. And then Gloria goes quickly just to get like a little bagel or snack or something from Pacific
Right.
Coffee.
Yeah.
We were both hungry. We hadn't eaten yet.
Sure.
So every now and then while the nurses are not looking, I'm like, a little bite of the bagel,
Yeah.
Something in me, right? I thought I
Yeah.
was really hungry.
Of
right?
course.
All right. Finally, the doctor comes. He's like, all right, what's going on over here? Does the typical touch your toes? Can you feel anything?
Yeah.
Okay, you can feel it. That's good. Okay, we'll take you for an x-ray and we'll see what's going on.
Right.
All right. So finally, they take me
You're
for
still on the stretcher.
I'm on the
whole-
stretcher still, right?
Like
They-
their bed, the moving
Yeah,
thing.
exactly, right? So they take me to the X-ray room. We got to wait for a bit. Then it's my turn. And this is where, like, some of the X-ray people, they're like, they've seen everything. They're like, fuck
Yeah.
you know, movie like this way, movie like that way.
Sure.
And honestly, dude, a little part of me, a small part of me
Yeah.
feels that the fracture happened at the X-ray.
No, when they were like being
Moving a little here and there,
yeah.
a little rough and everything.
Did you feel like something like
I
like
didn't
that?
feel it,
Oh.
but like, look at me like, dude, like just
Take it easy.
take it
Yeah,
easy, you
yeah,
know? Like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to fuck around here, you know?
Right,
Like,
right.
But it doesn't matter. It is what it is, right? So
Sure.
we did the right foot, left foot, everything. I go back out. I'm lying over there. Now, initially, the doctor told me, he's like, yeah, it looks like probably just a sprain, like a severe sprain. We'll do the X-ray just to make sure.
Right.
And then if it's all good, we'll send you home. You'll be fine.
You just take painkillers or
that
whatever,
kind of-
whatever.
Exactly,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, he's saying good stuff. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
We do the X-ray. I'm still feeling good. I'm like, all positive. He comes back. He's like, bad news.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. And what it is? He's like, fractures on both feet. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude,
That's
what?
probably where all the pain comes
Yeah,
back.
I'm like,
You're
oh,
fuck.
this
Yeah.
is 11 out of 10. you know?
Yeah.
Right?
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, we're gonna take you up to the ward
Yeah.
for them to kind of like observe you and everything and see
Yeah.
what to do, right? I'm like, oh shit, okay.
It's serious suddenly.
Yeah.
Of course, you have like work the next day. You have all this
All
and
this
that.
shit
Yeah,
going on,
yeah,
right? And I'm like, oh fuck, right? So
Yeah.
it was like around like 2:30 or 2:33 p.m. We go up to the orthopedic or whatever that ward over there.
Yeah.
Now I go in there.
This is all. Everyone is broken, basically.
Yeah, it's broken
Yeah.
bones, right? Luckily, they
Yeah.
pushed me in. They got me like a corner bed because they were
Yeah.
like, this guy's not walking anyway.
Right,
So
right,
he has
right.
to be close to
Just
anything.
put him, yeah.
Put him in the furthest bed away. Which
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'll take it. You know,
Yeah.
fine. And I didn't tell you this. Okay. So in the ER area, eventually I was like, I gotta pee. I really gotta pee, right?
Yes.
And of course, I asked for the little bottle thing that you
Yeah.
pee into.
Yeah.
I asked for that. I start peeing.
Yeah.
Doctor's like, oh, what's going on?
What is going on?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'm just peeing right now.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
give me
yeah.
a minute, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, because like they have other patients.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
annoyed.
No,
Yeah.
right? So maybe that's also why he's like break his bones. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it could be that.
Yeah.
All right. So we go to the ward.
Yeah.
I'm in the ward. I'm on the bed and everything. We're waiting, and this is the cool thing. The orthopedic, the bone doctor guys come in. Guy comes in. He's like, oh, big fan. I'm like, what?
Yeah, nice.
I'm like, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like,
Oh, that's cool.
I'm like, should I be happy or sad
Yeah.
about this, right?
Yeah.
And then like he's like, oh, what happened? I'm like, it's nothing glamorous. So this is what I appreciate the most.
Yeah, you didn't
Everyone-
fall off stage or whatever.
Yeah, you know,
while,
yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone that has seen my injury, everyone has given me a very nice guess of what they think caused the injury. Skiing?
That's funny.
Skateboarding? Road
I guess they're
accident?
just bored.
No, they're like, dude, this is serious. This is.
Oh,
my
I
God.
see.
It
Based
must
on
have
the
been-
severity of it.
Yeah, this was
yeah.
a big deal. And then
Yeah.
it's the disappointment when people
Yeah.
are like, you did what?
You just fell off the stairs?
Yeah. I'll tell you this, man. This is I tell people I was carrying a coffee machine downstairs and I missed
Yeah.
a step, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit, the machine slammed your feet.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, dude.
No.
It was just my feet. They're like, oh, that's it? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I don't know how to react now.
Yeah,
They-
exactly.
They came in with like, oh shit.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Did you
what
get in
happened?
a jiu-jitsu fight? Like
yeah, you
someone,
know?
yeah.
Like they see like, oh my god, this result must be like a big issue. They're
Right.
like, oh, I was ready for.
Yeah, a whole epic story.
Yeah,
That's
this
so
is
funny.
a bit like, go,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so doctor sees me. He's like,
Did
oh, okay.
anyone go, is the machine okay?
No one cared. Yeah, luckily they were like,
That was my first question.
Exactly right. Yeah, we know your
How is
priorities,
the
man.
machine down?
Exactly. Yeah. So the doctor, oh, big fan of him. He's like, okay, we'll get you checked and everything. Second doctor comes in. Oh, you came to my school to give a talk before. I'm like, okay.
What the- all right. This is
fucked
so
up,
cool.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, then they were like, okay, we're looking at everything. It might be a fracture. We might have to do surgery on your left foot.
Yeah.
Now, oddly, my right foot was the one that's hurting the
Yeah,
most.
exactly.
Left foot wasn't hurt so much.
And right foot is supposed to have more damage,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So what happened is that the left foot, the bone is cracked, but it's semi-displaced. If it's displaced badly, it won't heal again, right?
You need,
Yeah.
you need to put it back in place
Exactly.
surgically.
Yeah. Okay. So then that evening, I got to do a CT scan.
Right.
Now, generally, those are not something you can get very easily at public
Right,
hospitals.
CT scans is like the one in the tunnel.
Yeah.
in
It's
the-
one
in
of
the
those,
tube
man.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, being Sunday, luckily, the CT scan department does not have outside patients for their regular checkups. So we got a preference over
Nice,
there.
yeah.
And also, maybe bone fractures, time is of the essence. Because
Yeah.
in case it's bad, they're like, dude, we got to do surgery
Yeah,
ASAP,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right, so they did the CT scan. The doctor comes back and says, oh, we have to do
How
the
bad
scan.
was it for you? Because I did it one time. I had like an ear thing years ago when I was working in the call centers, and that's when I realized I have claustrophobia.
Oh,
Because like they had to tie me into the
Oh
thing.
yeah.
It was bad.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I've done CT scans a few times already,
Oh,
so
you did.
I'm used to it. I close my eyes and everything. I
Yeah.
used to have a whole bit about this MRI thing that I before.
Yeah.
And so the idea is that I've done these enough where I'm used to them have to inject the liquid, the contrast liquid
Yeah.
into you and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
This time because it's just bones, no contrast, no injection, no nothing, just feet in the tunnel. I'm like, oh, this is easy.
just feed. That's easy.
I can
Okay,
do
yeah.
that, no big deal,
Yeah,
right?
because it was ears, I had like to go head
Yes,
in.
you said your head in, right?
And then they had you apply the thing where they do that for kids.
Yeah.
They have a mirror above you.
so you can see.
And then you can actually it's reflected on a TV in the room.
Oh, so you can watch some TV.
You can watch,
distract,
and,
yeah, yeah.
and it's because it's only for kids. It's actually genius because it's only for kids. They're only playing Tom and Jerry, but when you're looking, if you're standing in that room and looking at the screen, it's
Yeah.
actually sideways.
Ah.
So the mirror you can see it the right way.
Yeah,
it's super
yeah.
cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. It's a prompter.
It's a prompter. Yeah.
So it's flipped backwards.
It's
yeah, yeah.
flipped backwards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and then and of course, like when I'm looking at it, and it totally worked. Like I was there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're watching
I did
distracted.
not pay attention
Yeah, yeah.
at all.
That's what they
Yeah,
need to do.
yeah, it's so
That's
cool.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for me, for this time was just feet in, so it's quick and
Yeah.
easy. Got that done. Went back to the ward, but of course by that time it was the evening time already.
Yeah.
So like
you're checked in. You're not going anywhere.
no.
Yeah.
So it was already like surgery. All right, this whole week.
That's when you messaged me as well.
Yeah,
You
be
messaged
like,
me
hey, man.
that evening. Yeah.
Yeah. I was already into like I gotta message everyone, be like, dude,
Right.
out of action for this week. I'll let you know in the next few days, whatever.
Right.
Because I was like, the last thing I need to do is in the morning. Oh, can't come today. It's like,
Yeah,
dude, no, right?
of course.
All right. So I started messaging people. Luckily, my mom and Goy came back and they brought my laptop and everything. So I was like typing things up, sending messages to everyone, say, hey, this is what's going on. I'll let you know. I'll update you later on.
Sure.
And then one of the doctors comes in. They put like casts on both my feet
Yeah.
to keep it like in one position.
Yeah.
So
So
immobilized.
you still
right?
haven't decided on surgery yet.
No, they haven't
Yeah.
because they're going to see the CT scan and
Right.
everything. And also the surgery slots because the week before was the typhoon. So they already have a backlog of surgery.
Oh, shit,
They
yeah.
were like, oh shit, so we're going to see how
Some
severe
people
it is.
got
Yeah. All right. So then now I have to go to sleep that night. I'm like, it is what it is,
Yeah.
And think about it. You can't really turn and sleep on your side.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
So I'm on the bed going
So
like,
they tell you like you can't move your feet at all.
the cast holds your
Oh,
feet.
the cast hold,
But
yeah.
you can't move it properly because
Yeah.
the casts are huge. You're like, oh, I just
Yeah,
can't turn.
so
and everything.
uncomfortable.
It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm a side sleeper.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, fuck, this sucks and everything, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find every angle possible. I'm like, it's not working. It's not the angle. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
you
sleep,
can't
but
even use your like strength like on your arm to like move yourself.
You can, but like you gotta like turn your whole leg, and
Yeah.
both legs are very sensitive. So when you turn the legs, like that kind
Yeah.
of thing. But basically, and also it's a hospital, so it's a little noisy here and there. Some
Yeah.
lights are still on, like it's usual shit.
Yeah.
So I remember at 4 a.m. at one moment, I found this angle. I'm like, oh, this is good.
Found it.
I found, oh
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah. Close your eyes quickly.
I'm like, oh, six, right? 6 a.m. Kanji!
Oh, shit.
Kanji!
Oh.
I'm like, guys.
I don't like fucking kanji.
No, shut up, you
Yeah.
know. Fine, I got
So
those
they
2
actually
hours.
come in and like yell it out like
So because they go, that kind of thing, like, and lights go on, and
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
It's
fine.
like prison.
Fine. Yeah, it's prison, right? I'm like, it's fine, it's okay. I got 2 hours, it's good enough,
Yeah.
right? And then that morning, so the night before, they were telling me, the CT scans, probably you have to do surgery, all that over surgery on the
so
left
you're
foot.
already preparing for the worst.
I'm like, the worst. I'm like, surgery, let's do this. Fuck, man. It is
Yeah.
what it is, If it, hopefully I'll heal all
And
this
yeah,
stuff.
in public hospital, like you're not thinking about money or anything. It's
No,
like,
I'm not thinking about
great.
That, in that sense, and to be very honest with you, I really thoroughly love Queen Mary Hospital.
Yeah, no,
They
it's
have-
it's
They're
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
Right? If you put aside I'm not treated royally.
Right,
I
right.
have to wait. Like, put that shit aside.
Yeah.
Dude, they are so good at what
Yeah,
they do,
no,
right?
no, yeah.
All right. So that morning, they're doing their rounds and everything. And
Yeah.
before the doctor does their rounds, you're like, I better sit up straight. Be ready. They're doing everyone's rounds. They skip me. And I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. I guess, what's going on?
Yeah.
Right? And then later on, one of the surgeon guy comes. He's like, all right, we checked your CT scan. We had a discussion.
Yeah.
It looks like the left foot displacement is not so bad. So we don't think you need surgery. I'm like, all right, this is fantastic. I'm
Yeah,
like, all right,
great.
this is,
Can I just go
like,
home?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that's great news,
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, and also what we're gonna do this afternoon, we'll try to get you into an air cast boot.
Yeah.
And get the physio to see if you can walk on your feet.
Yeah.
And if you can actually stand on your feet at least.
Yeah.
With a walker, obviously, not
Of
with
course.
anything. Then you can go home. And I'm like, dude, whoa.
Yeah, slow down.
overwhelmed. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, wait. Just like 12 hours ago, I was like mentally getting
Yeah.
ready for like eye surgery.
Yeah,
don't know
how
long
many
before I
months?
walk,
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
shit
exactly.
And everything. And now
And
you're
now
like, you can
you're
go
like-
home. Dude,
Yeah.
I was like on top of the moon. I'm like, this is what I mean about like, you got to really like go through shit to really appreciate the small
Yes.
things. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever, right?
Yeah.
All right. So they lunch at 12 p.m. This guy comes in to take me to the orthopedic, whatever they do the build
Yeah.
the shoes and all stuff.
So they put you in a wheelchair or
Yeah, wheelchair.
Yeah.
No, I was in the bed.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
it's
So you
easier to
just
push
wheel
it,
it. Yeah, wheel it out. Yeah.
Wheel me out, go take me down. They put boots on, so they break the cast open,
Right.
put boots on, and they send me back.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay, okay,
That's it.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
So these, I'm sure everyone's seen these kind of gray colored boots, the
Yes.
air cast. Everyone's seen that stuff.
Yeah.
So both feet have it. Because my right foot was way swollen, they gave me a medium for the right, and my left foot was a small. I'm like, whatever, who
Funny,
cares? Right?
yeah.
Funny, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. So I'm lying over there, and then at around 2:30, 3 p.m., the physiotherapy people come into the room for everyone doing the exercise. They come to me. They're like, all right, we're going to see if you can at least walk a little bit, and we'll
Yeah.
see if you can, you
So
can
if
go
you're
home.
standing, like just holding your weight up and leaning on a walker,
yeah. If you
then
can
you're
just-
good.
Yeah, if you can just stand and take a few steps with the
Yeah,
walker, all right?
yeah,
so
yeah,
at least
yeah.
you know you can walk.
Yes.
All right. So they were like, they showed the walker. I've never done this before. My feet are half broken anyway.
Right.
And then I'm like, all right, let's do this, right? And I'm like, I haven't got off this bed for the last 24 hours.
Right.
Actually, I haven't touched the floor for the last like 36 hours already. I'm like, all right, let's do this, right? Dude, I try to get myself down. I slowly get on the floor. I'm trying to hold on the walker and everything. They're holding on to me and everything. I hold on to the walker. I stand up straight. And dude, you know like how... I think I have a certain level of confidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
I think
in
so.
a situation where I'm like, oh shit, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I can still kind of like, you know what?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Like,
I can do it, right?
You have very like solution oriented.
Yeah. I'm still like, you know what? I will get it done, man.
Yeah.
You know, dude. That moment, I stood up and my whole body was like, nope,
no. Yeah.
no.
Absolutely not.
And
yeah.
I was just like, yeah, shit, no, this is not
No.
happening, man.
Yeah.
They were like, no, don't worry. The first time is always difficult because you haven't touched the floor with
Right,
the both feet and
right.
everything. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, man, I do not, my legs
Yeah.
are just like, they're not
They're
right.
refusing to.
Yeah, they're refusing. Like my gut's saying, like, dude, this is not good.
Yeah.
They're like, look, we're holding on to you.
Yeah.
Just try. Like I have not had this level.
But they are
of
really
self-
trying to like
They were
push you
trying
as well.
And maybe
yeah.
you see, maybe everyone
Yeah.
freaks out. You know.
Yeah.
Dude, I have not experienced this level of self doubt in I don't know how many years.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm over there. I'm like, okay, all right,
Right.
let's try this. Right.
Yeah.
So I.
So
try
all
to-
you're trying to do is to just move your feet.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're holding on to you, you're standing up,
I got
and
the
you're
hands on
leaning
the
on the thing.
walker.
But
Yeah.
you just need to move your feet.
We move my feet, so I know I can do it. Right.
Exactly.
So I'm like, okay, just do it, right? And then like, because at one moment you have one foot on the floor, one foot not on the floor. That's when it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you know? So I try, like, you know, the very typical, like, hey, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So I do that. I'm like, okay, that's one little small step, okay?
Yeah.
And I do the other one, I'm like, hey.
Yeah,
And-
because obviously, as you're saying, how we walk is that it is always 1 foot off the ground.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
yeah.
when it's like really hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
yeah.
it's broken.
Yeah, broken, and also all the weight goes on one side.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like this that idea of like, oh, it's 1 foot only, right?
Yeah.
Even though my hands
Couldn't
on
you
the-
like, I guess, cheat and like instead of lifting 1 foot up, just like
drag it?
Just drag
No,
it.
because like these shoes have like a rubber base to help you with the friction.
Ah, yeah, okay.
But yeah, so I had my hands on the walker, so I could kind of like lift myself up, but
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like lift it like in the
Sure,
air.
sure.
So I take one step. I'm like, okay. Take the second step, and dude, my confidence is then zoom. I'm like, get comfortable, be uncomfortable. You know,
David
rest of
Goggins is
yeah,
back.
everything's back. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't come this far to only get this far. You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, and I was like,
So
oh,
all like
shit.
rocky music is
Oh,
playing
dude,
in the
I was
background.
back, man. Yeah, you know, I was ready, man. I
Damn.
have the tiger.
Did
and
you actually
shit.
like just push them away? You're like,
Oh,
I
dude.
fucking got this.
I was like, where are we going now?
Yeah.
How far are we going? They're like, to that chair. I'm like, we got this.
Yeah,
You know?
who,
I'm like,
who wants to race me?
yeah, you know, I'm like, no problem. That chair, right? Let's do this, right?
Nice.
And I'm like doing one step. I'm like powering through, and we get to the chair that I just sit down on the chair. I'm like, no problem, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sitting down. What do we do now?
Yeah.
What's the next step?
Yeah,
you
what's
know?
the next thing?
And they're like, no.
You guys want to fight?
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on,
I'm like,
let's
bring
go.
it. What's the
Yeah.
next challenge? Bring it,
Yeah.
right?
So you actually started like walking, quote unquote. Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, I
Yeah.
was like, it was a lot of mental game, and I
Sure.
was like, oh shit, I can do this, right? So
Nice.
I sit down, and they're like, now the next challenge is, can you get up from a chair? And my brain by the time was like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Get up from a goddamn chair.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll do a
walking.
backflip.
Yeah, fuck
Come
that
on.
shit,
Yeah.
you know? And let me tell you, man, have you ever gotten up from a chair, but you can only maybe at best use your tiptoes? That's not easy, man.
Yeah, I know.
And these were like soft, cushiony chairs, so you
Yeah.
can't even like press
Yeah.
off the chair. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
man. But by that time, like all this fucking motiversity and shit came in. And
Nice.
I'm like, no problemo, man. And I'm like pushing against the walker, trying to pull myself up. I'm like, let's do this. I'm trying everything possible. And I get up, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And they're like, okay, now we're going to go from here to there just to see if we can walk that distance. I'm like, let's do this. And I'm walking. I'm trying everything. I look people who are on their best looking at me. I'm like
Yeah.
giving them like, yeah, man.
You're getting applause building
Yeah,
up.
they're all looking at me going like these guys don't give a shit. They're just like, oh, this guy's walking. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm looking at them, going like, look at my eye, man.
Yeah.
You know, you
can do this
yeah,
too.
you can too. You know, I'm doing the whole thing like that.
Yeah.
And I get to the final spot. I'm like, all right, we got
Yeah.
this, right? They're like, okay, good.
So they
good.
need to sign off on like basically.
So they
his-
know,
yeah.
okay, he can at least go from A to B.
Right.
So if he's at home, he can still go from A to B, right?
Right.
All right. And they're like, all right, so do you have stairs in your home? I'm like, in the flat, obviously no, but in my building, I have 3 stairs.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, for that, you have to learn the crutch.
Yeah.
Use the crutches. I'm
Yeah.
like, let's do this shit.
Crutch training.
Yeah, crutch training, right?
Yeah.
So we go out, they wheel me outside because they're like, if we walk her outside, we're going to be here till tomorrow, right? So
Yeah,
the only
they're like,
stair-
just faster.
Yeah, they're like, we get it. You can walk, we got it. I'm like, I could do it, man, you know? Right? You know?
You're like, sit the fuck down.
Yeah, exactly. You know. All right, so they push me out, and we have to go to like the lift area because that's where the stairs are.
Yeah.
However, they have, I believe, like maybe 10 stairs at a go. They're like, look, you can try learning how to do the stairs.
Yeah.
But you have to do all 10 and come back down.
Yeah, because
All
you're
right.
not gonna. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
stop
right?
and come
yeah,
back.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, look, I got this shit, man. You
Yeah.
know. So they pull me out from the wheelchair, and I'm with the walker, and they're all right. Now we're gonna have to learn how to use.
Walker is easy because you're just leaning on it.
Yeah, you're leaning, and it's very stable. Yeah, very stable, right? So here I am. They're like, oh, you gotta do the crutches. Now, this is where the funny thing happens. So the physiotherapist is like, all right, okay, when you go up, you start with the good leg. And I look at him, I'm like, buddy.
Yeah, I have bad news for you.
Yeah, and he's looking at me, he's like, huh. And you can see in his eyes, he's like, the textbook never taught this.
Yes, exactly.
Right? And he's like, go with the better leg?
Yeah.
I'm like, I have no idea which one it is, but
Right.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm like, at that point, I'm kind of psyched up. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
I can do that. Now, the walker is very stable. The crutch is not.
No, yeah, it's
So-
pointy.
Yeah, pointy, and you're like, your arms and everything. And,
Yeah.
and I've not used it before, so I'm
No.
like, right.
Yeah.
So here I am. I got to keep the crutch down and then like basically get the foot up and then you have to take a step up. Now, this is where the challenge is because that good foot uses some force.
Sure.
So now I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, what's gonna propel you
Yes,
up? You need
exactly.
the force. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then we reverse.
And
with
doesn't
it.
matter how strong your arms are, you still need that
force.
push up. Yeah.
All right? So then we flip it around. He's like, okay, I tell you what, let's lower the crutch a bit and you put the crutch up. So that way you're leaning against the crutch and
yes.
you're pulling yourself up. So
Yeah.
it's a very light force from the other leg.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we tried that. I'm like, okay, I think we can do this, right? Very scary though, because like you fucking fall, it's over.
Yeah.
And then I was going up.
They're
and,
holding you and
They're
everything.
holding me,
yeah.
making sure it's all good. We go up all 10 flights of stairs.
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
did? Nice.
I did. Because
Yeah.
I need to go home, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we do that. I'm like, all right, okay.
What's next? Yeah.
What's next? They're like, we got to go back down now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
Eh.
And the PTSD comes back.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say that's
I'm
like,
like, oh shit.
yeah, you're staring down at stairs again.
Yeah?
And yeah.
You have that now.
And now you're having a higher risk of falling.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
now this is the challenge. My crutches go down one flight of stairs. I'm leaning forward.
Yeah.
And I have to take the step down.
Oof.
All right.
Yeah, this is terrifying.
Right? For anyone who's worn an aircast boot, you will know that the aircast is designed to keep your foot at a 90 degrees angle. Okay? Now, when you
And it
go
doesn't
down,
matter how you try to move it, it's just stuck.
it's because it's,
Yeah.
it's a hard thing, right?
Of
It's a hard
course.
case. Now, try to do me a favor. The next time you go down a flight of stairs, notice how your foot does not remain at 90 degrees angle. The foot behind you that's still on the upper stair, dorsiflex, in other words, kind of bends forward so that the ankle bends forward, the angle becomes smaller, and then
Yeah.
you can put your other foot down.
Sure.
Otherwise, you can't move forward, right?
Yeah.
So here I am going like, oh. And they're like, okay, try to use the better foot. The worst foot goes down first because the crutches are down first.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't even get my foot in forward. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then I realized I cannot bend my ankle.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, you can't bend your ankle. I'm
Yeah.
like, yes.
That's essential for going down the stairs.
Yeah, you know?
And now you're all the way up top of the stairs.
Yeah, I'm
they
like,
can't just like
yeah.
airlift you.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
So then they're like, all right.
But
what you-
actually, you don't need to go down the stairs to go home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I told them, I'm like, well, you know what? Even
I
if we
don't
just kind of
need that.
cheat,
Yes.
it's fine. They're like, yeah, because you can't go out. I'm like,
Yes.
buddy, I'm not fucking going
I'm
out.
not- yeah,
okay?
exactly.
I go up and that's it.
That's it,
Until
yeah,
for
so
the
it's
next
good.
few weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, going up I can do.
Yeah.
Going down, it's
So
tough,
can
right?
you please, just let me go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they're like, I know, you still got to go down. We can't just lift you down, right? I'm like, okay. And
Is
they're
there
like,
no like exit from the whatever
I'm
floor
in the
you're
middle.
on?
It's a V-shape staircase
Oh
again.
shit! Fucking V-shape.
That's what the whole PTSD thing. I'm
Yes,
like, oh shit,
yes,
you know?
yes.
All right.
So now you're literally just stuck again, and you
Yeah.
need to go down. Yeah. Oh man.
So then they were like, all right, how about this? You know, have you ever seen old people when they go down a flight of stairs, sometimes they go sideways?
Yeah.
They were like, how about you
Okay.
try that?
Yeah.
I'm like, true, because then that way I can bend my knee and the other foot goes down.
Yeah.
So we tried that, but now I've got my crutches. I'm twisting my body.
Yeah.
So my body's kind of like at a 90-degree
Can you
angle.
just give them the crutches and then they hold you?
They were like, we just need to.
Yeah.
We're there. You won't fall and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
but you still got to do what you got to do. And I'm
Right,
like,
right,
all right,
right.
man. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Man. So I do that one by one. I'm like, oh, this is really tough. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude, this is insane. And I was like, there's no way in hell this is gonna work if
Right.
I have to do it again, right?
Right.
Fine. We get down, get on the wheelchair, everything. They're like, all right, so we want to ask you, how do you feel? I'm like, I'm telling you now, I'm not going down the flight of stairs when I go home.
Right.
I'm not leaving my house.
That's that. Yeah, this is too traumatic already.
Number one, and number
Yeah.
two, there's no need for me to go out.
Of course, yeah.
You know, whatever, it doesn't matter.
And
Like,
luckily, you have an elevator and everything.
yeah, all that is
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
And I was
it's
like,
only like 3 steps downstairs.
yes, going up 3 steps,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, dude, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, if you are okay with it, we're okay with you. We can let you go.
Go home.
All right. So
Yeah.
then I messaged my mom and everything. I'm like, hey, I go home and everything. I can just come whenever you can. We'll
Yeah.
pack up and everything. Now, obviously, the hardest part is that they tell you can go home, but they got all the processing of paperwork and everything.
Yes.
Which again is fine. Finally, at around 7 something.
Oh, you wait for a while until
Yeah, you gotta wait.
everybody
Yeah.
signs off, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And
Give
I'm
you
like,
the medicine and all of
yeah,
that
whatever,
stuff.
right? But
Yeah.
there was no real, it's just painkillers and shit. But I'm
Sure.
like, whatever, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. So we waited, they came, pick me up. Okay, now we leave. And basically, we leave. We rented like a little wheelchair temporarily to go to the taxi stand. And we rented crutches and a walker to take home. Luckily, I knew to rent it beforehand because
Yeah.
like they close at 5 p.m. I'm not going to get it.
Oh,
I'm fucked.
yeah.
I can't
yeah,
go home, right?
Yeah.
So we rented it, all good. Okay, I'm like, okay, we're covered, right? Then we go to the taxi, take a taxi. We get out of the taxi, and first of all, getting on the taxi, I was like, I don't know how to get onto a taxi now.
Yeah.
Because you know how am I going
It's
to
a
walk?
different thing now.
different thing,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
And
It's
I
not
was
like a regular stair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But luckily, Gloria and my mom were there so that I could kind of lean on them and kind of fall into the taxi and everything.
They're both quite small. Not
Yeah.
just your
But at
Gloria,
least you
but
know,
also your mom.
Yeah. So a little here, a little there.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So then I get into a taxi and I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, we go home. We get out of the taxi and I have the footpath. They have the roadside. There's one little step you got to do from
Yes.
the road to that thing. I'm like, okay. I get out of the taxi. It's super tough because I got to get out of there.
Yeah.
I can't put my feet and everything. And I get out and we do the little crush thing. And at that time, I have to use my mom and everything to help me out a little bit, to stabilize me. I get on and we do the walker. Dude, it took me like 5 minutes
Yeah.
from the taxi stand that's normally like 20 seconds
Oh
away.
my God, yeah.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
walk, click,
Yeah.
walk. And then like halfway through, I was like, oh,
I'm so like your
Tired.
arms are also getting tired.
arms are,
Your
yeah. But
arms are
the
carrying
legs
all-
were like, I was like, dude, this is
Yeah.
tough, man.
But all you're thinking of is just the bed, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
I'm not-
once I'm
you
in
know-
bed, I'm comfortable.
yeah, you know? And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, so we get to the building. I try the whole crush technique, doesn't work. And now eventually I'm like, dude, you know what? I got my mom on one side, put my arm around her.
Yeah.
And I was like, just let me push against you guys.
Right.
So I know there's a stable body. With the crush, I've got to stabilize her. I'm like, dude, I'm not used to it yet. I don't know how to do it and everything.
Yeah.
We get into the house. We get into the building. Of course, my guard's like, whoa, what happened, right? And of course, that's when all the neighbors happen to come home.
Of course.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
get well soon, you know, all
yeah.
that shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
right? We go up there, and I'm like, okay, let me just go to the toilet at least, you know?
Yeah.
Get it out of the way. Oh, one more thing. We bought one of those, the peeing bottles.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, godsend, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
so
they're really good.
Oh, they're really
Yeah.
good, right? So then I go to the toilet and everything. I feel good. I'm like, okay, I got to the toilet. I'm cleared up.
But
I go-
obviously, like, yeah, also like shuffling to the toilet, like
Oh,
it's super slow.
Yeah,
and
yeah, like
everything.
even just to sit down and everything,
Yeah.
I was like, I can't because the toilet's a bit low and everything.
Yeah.
It was tough. I had to get my mom and everything to help me out.
Yeah.
And then I go lay on the bed and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm home. I'm fucking home.
Yeah.
Thank God, right? And so unfortunately, like I had to have dinner and everything on the bed. They would obviously sit with me and everything,
Yes,
but like we
yes.
had to do that. And I remember they're going like, just at least I'm home.
Yeah.
You know, just want to be home. You know?
Yeah,
And I
that's
remember
amazing.
that moment. I'm like, dude, 24 hours ago I was like surgery, this and that.
Yeah.
Now I'm home. I'm like, God, I'm so fucking grateful.
Yeah.
man. And I had made no announcement and everything because like I don't need pity. I don't
Yeah.
want all that shit, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then finally, it was like, I think the next day or the day after that. And then that's when I was like, you know what? I better say something because I'm sure eventually someone will
People,
say, oh,
yeah, you had gigs and everything.
yeah,
that
yeah,
had
you know.
to
And I was like,
reschedule.
how many people I keep telling? I'm just gonna make a post that this what happened.
Yeah.
And I was in good spirits by then, so I
Yeah.
started making fun of it. You know, this fucking idiot, all that shit. And then that's when I was like, oh my God, I never knew how many people.
so many people. Yeah, that's
So many people
Yeah.
immediately look at Instagram stories. Dude,
yes.
I posted it within 2 seconds.
Yes.
Get well soon. What happened? All that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Dude, Ronnie
No,
said-
people. People. I think it's also it depends how often you post stories, as far as I understand. So if you don't post as often, and you don't,
Yeah.
it puts it up in the front.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
it's like,
okay.
oh, this person posted.
Oh, shit, you better
You
see
should
that.
see it. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
people reached out.
Dude, Ronnie Cheng messaged me.
Yeah.
Atsuko Okatsuka called me.
What?
Yeah, they were
That's
like, dude, what
amazing.
happened? I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa, this is
That is so cool.
right?
Yeah.
I get messages left, right, and center. I'm like, God damn, dude,
Yeah.
shit, you know? I'm like, is that what it takes?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. To hear back from you guys.
Yeah, you know? But no, it's
After
very
like
nice.
5 messages, like, hi, how
Yeah,
are
yeah,
you?
exactly.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's
Happy New
it.
Year. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Like, oh, get well soon, all that
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, okay, fine, you know?
Yeah.
No, but it was, I was like, dude, this is too fast of a response.
Yeah.
I was like, messages, bing, 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 bing. I'm like, whoa.
That's amazing.
But I was really grateful that I messaged each person that,
Of
thank you,
course.
I'm feeling better, this and
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I was like, oh shit, this is insane.
Yeah.
And then like people like, and then the FAQ, oh, what happened? That's when I made another post. Okay, what happened?
Let me tell you.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that as well.
Refer to my last post, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of that, I did one in Chinese, one in English, and the Chinese one I was like saying, you know, Hong Kong people like to see people PK.
Yeah.
So I'm a professional.
Yeah.
So Hong Kong people like to laugh at people PKing.
Right.
And this is the division between an amateur and a professional.
Right.
I break both feet. You know? I remember I did that for the
Yeah.
Chinese one. And English, I forget what I said, but anyway, I was joking about it. How this 42-year-old thought he was 24.
Yeah.
And now I walk like an 84-year-old. Some of that I did. You know, some
Yeah.
ridiculous shit like that.
Yeah. No, but like, I mean, from you're saying 10th of August, and now we're recording on
This is
the
the
28th of September.
Yeah.
It's
This
pretty.
is the end of 7th week.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like you opened the door and like you already went out a couple of times.
I went so on the 25th of September. It was my birthday and everything, and that was like
Yeah.
okay. So on the 11th of September, I had my X-ray. So that would be like 4.5 weeks time of my
Right.
injury, right?
Yeah.
And I had my X-ray thing, and I told everyone, look, for anything before that, cancel for sure.
Right.
Anything after that, I'll still cancel because I want to give like a 6-week period. 'Cause
sure.
I'm like, dude, I'm not risking this shit, right?
Yeah.
But I did tell people who were like, let's say end of September, I'm like, look, 11th September, I get my X-ray. If you're interested, you can wait, and I'll let you know immediately. But if not, I totally understand, right? How can I make this work for you? I find replacement. I found you for helping
Sure.
out with stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was like, how can I make this work? I don't want to ruin your gig for you.
Of course.
But I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know? So 11th September comes, and then I go there. We do the X-ray. The doctor tells me the good news that, you know, yeah, you can get the boots
You're
off
on
and
the-
everything.
yeah.
You gotta start doing physiotherapy and everything. I'm like, this is great news. This is what I want to hear. And the challenge really, honestly, was when you get the boots off, initially, you're just so like, whoa,
Yeah,
calm,
you don't
calm,
know, yeah.
And
Your
initially,
feet are stuck in the same position for the last month.
yeah, I could take
Yeah.
the boots off to clean, and I could move it a little up and down, but it's
Yeah.
so minor.
Yeah.
And my foot hasn't touched the floor in the last like 5
Right.
weeks.
Yeah.
So I remember the first day I put my foot down.
It's like coming back from space.
Yeah, I was like, what is that feeling?
Yeah.
Right? And on top of that, your nerves are all quiet. They're all sleeping and everything like that. So it was really awkward. And I remember, dude, it was like initially it was so tough, dude.
Yeah.
The fascia of your muscles and everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, god damn.
Yeah.
You know? So it's one of those things where I'm like, every day, honestly, in a weird twist, every single day has been a very happy progress.
Yeah.
Like the day I could actually stand up, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
right? The day when I actually, for the first time from the bedroom to like, let's say the toilet, I could do without a crutch. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
right?
And you're not leaning on the wall or whatever.
you know?
Yeah.
The first time I could stand up and shower,
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
It's so cool.
It's so
Yeah,
insane.
It's
It was
like
like-
all the small things we take for granted, right?
absolutely,
Yeah.
man. You know, and it was one of those things where I was like, whoa, oh shit, I can. Like now, when I want to go to the get my printer and get a sheet of paper, I don't have
Yeah.
to wait for someone to come back.
Yeah.
I can do it. Oh my
Yeah.
god, you know.
Yeah.
And like you know me, I'm like the control freak where I don't like asking for help and all that.
course, yeah.
And like the last few weeks, when I'm like, oh, I just gotta wait for them when they're free. They'll get me my laptop. Like I can't say anything. I gotta wait.
Yeah.
Now I'm like,
yeah, you don't want to be the guys like, hey, bring me my laptop.
yeah.
the
I'm
whole
like, no,
time.
they're busy. You know,
Yeah,
they can
yeah,
wait
yeah.
and everything. Yeah. So that's the thing. And honestly, that it's a weird feeling. Like every day when there's progress, I'm like, okay, this is a good feeling, man.
Yeah.
I can do it. You know. So and I remember 25th September again. Birthday aside, whatever.
Yeah.
I had a school gig in Fanling, and I went there, and this is the funny thing. I've been to that school before.
Right.
These kids have seen me before.
Right. Now you're on crutches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I entered the school hall from the main entrance.
Yeah.
These kids are already there sitting.
Yeah.
They see this guy in crutches, kick, walking there, right? He goes the stairs even slower. It's like kick, up,
Yeah.
kick, up. Right
And you're
there.
now doing stairs like a pro.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm doing it with crutches and everything,
Yeah.
but I get there and I have to take a little sit. I was like, just give me a minute, right? Give me a minute, right? And then I have to go to the center and stand and do my show. They gave me a table to lean against,
Yeah.
but they put the table too far back, right? And I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
it, doesn't matter, right? And I was like, you know what? Let's just see if I can do this, right? So I stood there, did the whole hour standing.
Wow.
And I
just
could-
with the crutches.
No crutches.
Oh, damn.
I just
the whole
walked.
hour.
Yeah, the whole hour. right?
Standing, didn't
Just-
lean on anything.
No, not leaning
Wow.
anything. Just with shoes on and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I could do this, right? It was really tough. My foot
Yeah.
was like, oh, this hurts, right? But I was like, this is the muscle training I need
Yeah,
to do.
yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that, and I was like, "Oh, this is good, this is good."
Yeah.
And then I did that stuff, and then I came back home, and all right, that was the win for the day, right?
Yeah.
Then on the 26th, I had a charity event at Hong Kong Club.
Yeah.
Now here's the twist: my mom is flying out of Hong Kong on the 26th.
Yeah.
So I go with her taxi to Airport Express, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to crutch my way to Hong Kong Club.
Right.
From Hong Kong Station, right?
It's like up and down and
A little bit
everything.
up and down,
yeah.
but it was all slopey. And I was like, I could do
Sure.
it. I could do it. We did it. We got there. I'm like, good. I did my gig. It was tough, but I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I could do this as well. Few hours sitting, standing. I'm like, that's good.
Yeah.
Saturday, I had a talk at Chungking Mansion. I did it over there. They have a whole flight of stairs. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can do this, right? I did that. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is good.
Also crutches.
Also crutches,
Yeah.
right? And then today I had to do a workshop as well. I'm like, I can do this as well in Mayfu. I did that as well. I'm like, all right, this is good.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, okay, every day I got to challenge myself a little bit further.
Right.
However, to be honest with you, every single day, at the end of the day, my foot is swollen. That happens, right?
Right. So
And-
there's nothing it's just time. When
Yeah,
it's
just
like
time.
it's-
Yeah. So it's still tough. I'm still not walking properly. As you saw just now, I'm walking very calmly, very
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of I gotta relearn how to walk and everything. And this is the weird thing. Like the coolest thing is that everyone who's heard my story go like 2 feet, wow, shit, wow, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like in many ways, it's really made me go like, yeah, you know what? Small things are good enough. And
Yeah.
people ask me, dude, how are you so optimistic? I'm like, because I remember how it sucked
Yeah.
when this happened.
And how much progress you have
Yeah,
made,
yeah, you
and
know?
now how much you can do right now.
yeah, exactly. You know, so
I mean, it is crazy that, like within the span of 6 weeks, avoiding surgery is really
yeah,
big
that was
too,
the big thing. Yeah,
because
yeah.
that was obviously like take way longer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then you probably have like fucking metal and everything.
I'll have like a pin or something like that
Yeah,
inside.
yeah.
So that's gonna suck
yeah,
as well.
yeah. So that
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
The fact that you're also like we're traveling in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, in the middle of October, I'm flying to Canada.
So tell people what your
So I'm going
where
to
you're
Toronto
going.
and Vancouver to do my Cantonese tour that I've been doing.
Nice.
Middle of October, I'll be there. And then end of October, 24th October, I'm going to London to do my show over there as well.
Nice.
And then I come back.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing was like, I was counting down because like all the gigs are happening now for me. And I'm like, you know what? I think I could do them. Dude, I can only say that I'm so grateful for all the gigs I have, people that work with me.
Yeah.
Maybe I've worked with them before. They like me and everything. Everyone has been super accommodating.
Yeah.
I've had even literally the gig that you did. She was
Yeah.
like, "If you want to sit in a wheelchair and do that gig,
Yeah.
we are okay with it." I'm like, "No, we're not doing it. Come on, let's not do that, right?"
Yes.
But everyone has been like, "Dude, if you need a high chair, if you need this,
That's
we're
so
cool.
cool. Yeah.
We don't mind. We get it, you know."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like really grateful.
I
for
mean,
that.
people know it's not obviously you being a
I'm
diva.
not trying to do it. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
This happened, man.
There's
you know?
nothing. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
On the Patreon, we'll talk about some lessons, like
Yeah.
some of your wisdom coming out of that
exactly,
experience.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
But yeah, we've had obviously a lot of stuff over the last few weeks, but now it's time for Vivek to take over with the gigs.
Yeah.
I'm gigged out, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Yeah, people know from all the stuff that we've talked about.
Yeah,
for
with
last
the
few
comedy
weeks, but-
season and stuff like
yeah,
that.
It was a lot. Like actually, just less than 24 hours, I was headlining
Yeah.
at Base Hall, and that was like the last show of the season.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it another time. But you're the one who has like a lot of cool stuff happening.
Yeah.
Obviously
this will be
around
my
the
busy
world.
time of the world,
Exactly.
of the year. So yeah, you have that. But yeah, so what you're going through now is exactly like after I did my Australia tour and everything. I'm like, dude, I'm gigged out.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I want to do another show. Fuck that.
Yeah.
And after the tour, I did the Jimmy O Yang, my solo show, and Jimmy O Yang, and that's when I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I need a break now.
Yeah, so right
Yeah,
now,
that's exactly
right
it.
now that's where I am.
Yeah.
So I'll be next week. I'll go to Vietnam for a few days just to like clear my head and
Yeah.
stare at the ceiling.
Uh,
And then but we'll be recording a couple of episodes before that as well, so we won't miss any more episodes. Welcome back on the
Yeah,
podcast.
thank you very much.
It's awesome, and we'll see you guys on the Patreon, patreon.com/ohopod, where you can pay for his therapy if he ever fucks up his legs
Exactly.
again, or his arms or any other bones. Thanks for all the support, everyone. Come see us live when Vivek is back on stage. I'll be back as well in a couple of weeks. But until then, see you on the Patreon or next week. Bye bye.